Hello everyone, it's episode number 10, that's it. I've officially run out of fingers and thumbs, so now I'm going to have to start counting on my toes or something like that. It's Thursday night, I have a very special guest with me, but before I introduce my guest tonight, we do have Yvonne coming up very shortly. She'll be telling you about the beer deliveries and everything this weekend. But let's not mess around, I'm keeping her waiting. With me tonight is Helen McGeorge. Hello Helen.
Hi.
Excellent. We've just recorded that. That is take two, because the first time I recorded it, I did the whole thing, introduced Helen, and her camera just went at that exact moment. So, Helen, you are a Newtonhill resident. Are you currently living in Glasgow, though?
So yeah, I have a flying glass. So I'm just up here at the minute just because I live on my own. So
Yeah.
didn't really want to be in there for
Yeah.
months on end.
Yeah, I can understand that. So, Helen, people might know even around the village you've been involved with well, you were the chair of the MVA for the while. You've Newtonhill very much in your heart, and you've got a very cool project on the go. And I spied you plugging it the other day, and I thought, wouldn't it be lovely for you to come and tell our viewers and see what they think of it too? Yeah, what have you been up to? You've been busy. Go for it.
So yeah, so thanks for having me on. I was kind of sat at home and I thought I wanted to do something to help people, perhaps if everybody's a bit bored at the minute, and also raise some money for charity. So I decided to make well, originally it was kind of just going to be a document with a few recipes and things in it, and then I was quite enjoyed doing it, so I kind of ended up turning into more of an ebook. So with kind of over 100 pages with lots of different things in it to kind of help people, activities and things, just to help people while they're probably bored at home, and also raise some money for charity, hopefully.
All right, okay, so this isn't about making money for yourself, this is about making money for charity. Very cool. And why on earth would anybody be needing this book right now? Is anybody bored particularly? Yeah, I think the answer to that is definitely yes. Okay, let's have a little look at it. It's called A Helping Hand While Staying at Home. We've got the link right here. I'm going to try and point in the right direction. I think it's sort of that way there. Yeah, it's on the bottom of your screen though. The link payhip.com/b/DWYT. Anyway, there it is. Helping Hand. Talk us through it. I think on the screen here, Helen, I can sort of preview a little bit and show people some of the stuff. You can't see everything. But yeah, this takes you through some of the pages. So why don't you talk us through these different chapters? I think that'd be a really cool way to show the book off.
Yeah, absolutely. So as you can see from the contents, so there's recipes. All the recipes are either vegetarian or vegan, but there's corn and stuff. So if you eat meat, you can always put meat in there as well. And they're all, some of them are a bit harder than others. There's ones kind of main meals, and there's also ones kind of like chocolate crispies and kind of simpler ones like that. They're more kind of desserts. So there are 16 recipes altogether.
Yeah.
And then chapter 2 is just like lots of ideas for things to do at home, really. So as you can see, there's kind of ideas for inside. I just thought it might be handy to kind of have a bit of a, not a checklist, but just to kind of, oh, I've not done that for a while, so
Yep.
I can do that. So I think there's over 70 different ideas. There's ones that are indoor, and there are craft activities. I think there are 8 craft activities for children. So things like make a daisy chain and things. Things
Yep.
are pretty simple, really. And then there are outdoor activities. So obviously, you can't really go out, but if you've got a garden, things like perhaps setting up a tent in the garden, going camping in the garden, instead if you can't go out on holiday at the minute.
Yep.
And we've also there's also things like this and bigger ideas of things like if you want to, I don't know, write a short story or
I've noticed. I noticed you've got one here that says "clean up your emails."
oh yeah. Well, I think I was just going from my emails anyway. They're all
Yeah, I mean that would definitely kill some time for a lot of people. I know
yeah,
that one. Brilliant. And I notice here straight away we've got some little. I like this. Did you make up this word search yourself?
yeah. So I made up all the word searches. So chapter 3 is kind of fun activities.
Brilliant.
So there's 12 word searches, and some of them. So that one's perhaps a bit harder, and then there's some that are bigger, like less letters, perhaps more for
Yeah.
children, so like a Disney one and things like that. And then there's also some Sudokus. I'm not sure if this on the preview. No, I haven't got that, but there are 12, I think 10 Sudokus, And then at the bottom, I've just put like a little fact about animals, I think.
Yeah.
And what they are at the minute, but just to make it a bit more interesting. And then there's some pages for children activities. That's like the spot the difference.
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
Quizzes for children. A few maths questions as well. I don't know if I want to be doing that. It's perhaps a bit too much like school, but just kind of things like that. And then chapter 4 is some tips and things. I don't think I've actually got anything on the preview for that, but it's things like food waste tips. So if you're trying to cut down on your food waste, and some relaxation tips, and perhaps a bit stressful at the minute, I can imagine, especially if you've got children. So this document about that. And then the last chapter is about them, got some articles, which I think you saw a preview of one of them. And there's some photos to look at as well, mainly of wildlife.
Yeah, I noticed there's a nice preview function here as well, so that sort of can show you this is not a small thing. This is not a small amount of work, and it looks really beautiful, Helen. I mean, I hope you don't mind take this the wrong way, but did you have someone do all this design for you? Is this all off your own bat?
No, I just did it myself.
Wow, I mean, it's really impressive. There's so much stuff here. This is cool. Okay, so obviously all over Newtonhill right now, people are watching this going, I'm buying that. Why would they buy it? Where does that money go to, for example? Is it going to which charity? That's what the words I'm trying to say.
Yeah, so it's 80% are donated to charity, and then I'm also setting up a business, so the 20% is going to that. But the two charities that I picked 2 charities this month because there's just so many great charities doing so much work at the minute that I couldn't really decide one. So for this month, I picked the NHS Charities Together. So that's like an umbrella organisation. They support about 140 member health service charities. So a lot of the funds will be put to kind of local NHS charities. At the minute, they're doing some of the funds, for example, are going to like wellness rooms for staff.
Yeah.
So they're putting in like sleeping pods and reclining chairs. Also purchasing things like tablets so that patients can kind of keep in contact with their families and things. And then the other, so we'll say half the 80%, so 40% to them, and then 40% went to the Trussell Trust. So they are a network of food banks across the UK. So they've got lots of food banks, and obviously they're doing vital work at the minute, helping keep people fed for those of people that are sadly losing their jobs and things like that. And then that's for April. I haven't decided yet if I might change it up a bit next month or not, but I probably stick with the same charities, but then that's what we're at in the minute.
Brilliant. Helen, this is just fantastic, and what a fantastic way. There's loads of, I love how creative and innovative people have been through this lockdown so far, just coming up with ideas. I know this sounds daft, but it's unlikely you would have done something like this. Obviously, you know what I mean, and I just think it's brilliant. And obviously, this is it's great just to see people in our village doing this sort of thing as well. So, so if people want to go and get it, I'll give it another plug again. It is payhip.com. Where's my finger? Hold on, I need to put it in the right place. 1 second. There it is. It's payhip.com/B/DWY2. I don't think the capitalisation matters, Helen. If it does, I'm going to be in all sorts of trouble. But
probably not. I'm not sure.
Okay. But that's it. Pop there. It's $5.99. Absolute bargain. You can pay more if you want. All the money goes to charity. 20% goes to Helen's new business as well. So, this is just fantastic. Anything else you want to say about it, Helen?
I'm just going to add. So there's another link for free copies, and for every paid one bought, a free one becomes available. So if you like the idea of this but don't want to or aren't able to pay for it, then you can also get the free version.
Excellent. That's really cool. And so that's fine, and that link's just at the bottom of that same page there that you go to anyway. So excellent. Ellen, really appreciate you taking the time to do this today. It's very kind of you. Take the time to do all that, and I really hope that we can just help you get a few sales there. It costs less than a round of drinks from the Newton Arms, so I don't think there's any excuse for people to not go out and buy it. So, really, really appreciate it, Helen. Thank you again for your time, and good luck with it. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bye for now.
Bye.
Bye. Now we have another guest with us. 2 in one night. In fact, 3 if you count Tia, who's already in the shop behind. Hello, Yvonne. How are you?
I'm good, Rob. How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing okay. It's been a bit of a weird evening. We were trying to record, as you well know, we were trying to record a song with someone earlier on. It just didn't work out because, internet and everything. But speaking of things not working out, I'm slightly nervous that there will be no beer deliveries at the weekend because, as you well know, we put this photo on the Facebook page the other day. With everything looking a little bit weird, and then you put another one up with you looking sad. Look at this. Oh, where's it gone? There we go. And I'm like, oh no, is this it? Is this the end of the Newton Arms? Is it no more?
No. Not to worry, Rob. We are just having the bar revarnished. While it's closed, it seems like the ideal opportunity to do it. So just because it was sanding down, we just stripped it all. So it doesn't get all dusty, save a bit of work afterwards.
Brilliant. That's really good. And so will that mean that there's room for the pinball machine to go in afterwards?
You wish.
I'd love a pinball machine in there. Can you imagine how loud that would be? I'd be so annoyed. Martin Moyer would be there in the corner of the market. Ching, 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 I am taking it. It'd be so funny. Sorry. Anyway, getting a bit carried away.
Lots of swearing as well.
I'm chuffed because that was really cool to see all that stuff with Helen there. So, yeah, you'll need to watch that back. I know you just missed it because we're doing this immediately afterwards. It's all very confusing. Anyway, I'll shut up. Are there beer deliveries this weekend? That is the main thing. You've already said yes. Any major changes?
No, nothing as yet, but that could change by tomorrow.
Yeah, fair enough.
We're just sort of still playing it by ear, but at the moment it seems like all's good. We've got our containers, we've got stock, so yep, from 5 until 9:45 tomorrow and Saturday.
Cool. And there was one other little thing I wanted to tease. Me and you were talking about this. Probably next week or maybe the week afterwards. I don't know if anybody remembers a wee animal that we had in the pub for a while that you brought into our lives, you and Daz, called Eddie. And we've kind of got an update for people. So I'll not say any more than that. But yeah, what's something to look out for next week anyway. So, and on Monday, and we might have an episode between now and then if I can get it organised. But on Monday, I'm recording Taskmaster with the bar staff as well, which I know was a bit of a favourite of people. So,
yay!
Thumbs up from Daz. Look at that.
Yeah,
amazing.
Oh, it was so funny last time. The girls were brilliant.
Yeah. So I've actually even set them a homework challenge this time, which has been quite cool that they've already been working on. So.
Something I'd maybe just like to add to it. At the time, I couldn't help but think that you judged Danny quite harshly. Mm-hmm. And then we were on a video call, I think it was the following Sunday, and we got her to redraw the drawing of the Taskmaster blindfolded, and she did it again exactly the same. Yeah. Perfectly.
Yeah, you are
so
spot on.
So I think we owe Danny an apology.
Well, there might be some bonus points going around on the next one, that's for sure. But yeah, you're right. I like how, by the way,
she did it again, exactly the same.
over your shoulder, by the way, they're all through that. Daz is wagging the finger there. It's like I'm in real trouble. So awesome. Yeah. Right, Yvonne, I'll let you get on with your evening. I'll go and get this published. Right, lovely to see you. Catch up with everybody soon, and we will be back very soon. Yeah, bye for now, everyone. Bye.
Bye. Take care. Bye.
Bye.